Dungeons and Dragons will begin in a moment. All of you have gathered in Everbanes, and Bonwyn and Bizarre, you in particular right now, are heads inside of the forge taking a look at the entire situation.
So you tried everything that you've been taught. You found this note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to be totally honest, the forge is basically constantly running. I mean, we'll let it go out, when I take my 2 weeks in the summer and Thane goes back home to visit his family. And otherwise, it's just going for the entire year. So...
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to roll Arcana or Investigation.
Let's go with Arcana. That's 14.
14 for me, too, for Investigation.
Bizarre, do you want to roll with advantage based on Bonwyn's roll, please?
Yeah. Oh, it was less.
Great. Cool beans.
Yeah.
You actually got dumber when I came and stood beside you. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't believe you can't find it.
My normie vibes were just sinking into your magical skin. Ugh.
Bon, when you back out of the main area and you're going to check other components around, and Bizarre, you're looking intently in here, not really sure what you're looking for exactly. But as you scoot away some ash off the bricks, stone.
No,
what is it made out of? Stone or brick? I
literally was
brick
just Googling
stone,
images of forges to be like, what does this
Mostly
look like?
probably like cement, what I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in an old-timey world, probably just like a hardy stone.
Yeah. Some river stones,
Pizza oven.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you Google forge and look at images, this is all exactly what I was picturing. It's like the stone, it's open, but also has a top.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay, so we're all seeing the same
chimney.
thing.
Yeah.
Of course, gotta have a chimney.
I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing a very handsome fellow in a yellow and blue outfit with an X-Men tag next to his name, so...
Your search history is very different.
I feel like our algorithms are not aligned.
Oh, damn.
Dungeons and Dragons is a D&D actual play podcast, and I'm your dungeon master, Russ Moore, he, him. Also with me today is Amy Moore as Aladdin, she, her.
And if that doesn't work, you're here.
Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, she, her.
Bonwyn rolls her eyes like you can when you're an adult at your parents.
Tom Laird as Kevlarin Goldweave, he, him.
Look, sir, we've just been politely watching until this point, so...
And Kyle Classett as Bizarre the Wizard, he, him.
Oh, God, what did I do?
Dungeons and Dragons is a Patreon-supported podcast, and we'd love for you to join us over at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. Right now, when you sign up, you'll get a 7-day free trial and instant access to so many amazing bonus episodes. More of what you love. Come find it today at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. And now, fuck it, let's play. Okay, so you scoot away some ash away from the mantle of the forge, and your fingers run along something that feels out of place. And taking another look at it, you see that there is an etching that's hidden behind the hearthstone, right in behind there.
I'm gonna look around for a brush or something to really clean out the cracks and see if I can get a better definition on it.
This is a full one of those nice fireplace kits right there.
That's what he thinks about your brush shenanigans.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Okay.
Oh, just a standard brush? You're a wizard, man. Come on.
Yeah, right. All right. Fine. I'll cast Gust.
I'm kidding.
I'll cast Gust and get ash and soot everywhere.
Hey,
we didn't like that one either.
I just can't. Demands?
I just can't make your dogs happy, dude. I don't know.
No one can. Anybody want them?
I've told you no.
I have my own.
They're they get everything they want, and yet...
Maybe that's the problem.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Okay, whether you gust or whether you brush.
I don't have gust, so it's brush.
Okay.
What about Mage Hand with a tiny brush?
Yes, I can do that. In fact, I do.
Just so you don't get any
Because I have
soot
other
on
things
you.
that I need to look at anyway while it's being cleaned away. So go ahead.
Yes. You are able to see this etching now, and it says, "To the flame, grief is the shadow of joy. Both burn bright in its heart."
Bonwyn, have you ever noticed this etching?
No, like the manufacturer kind of thing on the inside?
Maybe it's from the manufacturer. No, it doesn't look as a manufacturer. I would say no.
Okay. Well, no, I can see where you're touching now. That's not it. Up on the side there, you can see the thing, and it also is just the EB that my dad did. I don't know why I said the manufacturer, because obviously my dad just built the forge. But, you know, it was an upgrade one from the one that, like, great had made. Anyway,
Right.
He
It's
thought
kind
he
of been
could start
built
a new.
up around
Well,
the
he
original.
thought he could start a new business making forges, but we're the only blacksmiths in town, so I'm not sure.
Forgers.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that could be something.
that could be something.
Thane, write this down.
Yeah,
Forge
okay.
Forgers.
Forgers. Are we making forges now?
We might
You
make
told-
fake forges.
Why would we make fake forges?
You mean forgers?
This
Best
sounds...
part of waking.
There's Folgers in your cup. You know, I was thinking Folgers a second ago, and I was like, how can this work out? And he just went for it.
I don't wait for it to work out. I just
That's
do
right.
it.
You just make it happen.
If we
Just
learned
go.
anything from the business meeting before Russ got us all horribly sick, it's that we're just going to take those shots.
We should just go for it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You don't know what's going to land. Yeah.
No, I don't. I never noticed I never
mean,
noticed an etching in here.
It aligns with the note that you got. To the flame, grief is the shadow of joy. Both burn bright in its heart.
Okay.
Grief is the shadow of joy.
Grief is
And
the
your
shadow
thing-
of joy. Both burn. So does that mean it wants... It's like the two sides of a coin? So it can have joy or grief? Let me look at the note again.
I mean, you know, when you...
Joy and grief remembers the truth of the hand that stokes it. Blood and purpose. Joy and grief. These are the sparks it craves.
I think I understand, you know, that being the two sides of the same coin and the shadow, you know, sometimes a shadow can diminish an actual person. You know, at evening time, your shadow can be much larger than you actually are.
Right.
And I think that's a good metaphor for how, you know, grief can overshadow the joy in your life.
Oh. That's quite beautiful, Bizarre.
How that relates to you
I don't know how
relighting
that-
this forge, I don't fucking know.
I don't know either. The thing is, my business, the opposite of yours, is very much a hands-on, touching, doing, thinking when I'm creating my weapons and being creative in that way, but otherwise it's not esoteric, you know? So that must have got lost between great-great-great-grandma Malin and me. Yeah.
When you cannot bear to part with. What's something you can't live without? And you can't say the forge because, well...
Gosh, I don't know. Up there on that shelf, you'll see there's like a really quite poorly made dagger. That's the first thing that I ever made myself. And I put it up there to remind me to keep progressing and that I can do this. And it's really important to me. So it's not, you know, on the scale of things I'm willing to give up. I guess I don't want to give up, you know, someone I love, but that is a thing I love, and that is important to me.
A lot of sentimental value.
A lot of sentimental value, absolutely. So...
Was this something, I imagine, you know, your father guided your hand on this craft,
Of course.
so
Of course.
important memory as well.
So many memories of just time spent as a little one beside my dad working and him helping me, and Yeah, but this was the first one he never laid a hand on. He just watched and, corrected me if need be, but I did it all myself. So.
Oh, did he do that thing where he comes by and goes, interesting, and walks away?
Yes.
I
Oh, that's
hate
how you're
that.
going to do that, huh?
Yeah. What the fuck is that shit?
I mean, that's why part of me was glad when him and Mom retired out to the lake.
There you go.
Because he would still do that. Even though, and I would never tell him this to his face, I am like 10 times the smith he is. Have you seen the things that I've made? The weapons? The intricacy.
The commissions that you have
He was a
planned?
very good smith, but yes, exactly. But he's still like, okay, sure. Yeah, you could do it like that, I guess.
Okay. Follow-up question. What's more valuable to you? Because, you have to think about what you're offering here. That you give that up, there's a potential of lost memory. They talked about how they lost their voice. So,
Yeah.
is the loss of that memory worth relighting the forge to you?
I mean, I need the forge for my livelihood, to make money, to help the kids, for Thane's employment. I mean, there's a lot counting on it. Not to mention, the pressure of legacy, and I can't be the Everbane that lets the forge go out forever. So, I guess it is. I think it's worth it.
I'm going to tell you this, and I totally respect your decision and your view on this. As somebody who was raised in a house expecting to take over a business, you don't have to. You can do your own thing, but if you love this, keep doing it, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
But no, I had a wonderful, happy childhood, so I would like to take over the family.
Fantastic. I'm happy to hear that.
Small, just
Well,
minor
minimal.
judgments, but yeah.
No judgment, just obliviousness.
I kind of pictured when you were shit talking your dad that Russ was gonna pan the camera over and he was gonna be right behind
He was
you.
going to be standing there. He is on.
I mean, you
Right
did
behind you.
ask him to come to town.
I did ask him to come to town,
Knock, knock, knock.
but he wouldn't knock. He
Bedtime?
still thinks it's his home,
Oh, yeah,
even
that's
though
right.
it's not. Dad.
Welcome to the middle, everybody. We're so happy that I didn't hit record. Fuck. I hit record on my local, and I was like, well, I guess I'm the only one talking now.
You went from I'm not going to talk a lot to now you're the
Now
only
it's just
one talking.
Russ. Welcome to the middle,
Welcome to
only
the
with
middle.
Russ.
I'm not going to talk a lot, but let me just start off talking.
Anyway, we're in the middle.
We're in the middle and we're bullying Russ because
We
I
are.
can't talk very well because
Hun,
he's sick.
Come back.
Russ
It's
got up and
okay. We're
left.
not trying to bully
No.
you.
He actually has left the room now.
Yeah.
You know what I think
I feel
about Russ,
bad.
guys?
What's
Tell
that?
me.
He's really hardworking and smart and kind.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
he works so
So hard.
Yeah.
So
I
hard.
agree with all of these statements.
He's like genuinely a good person. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's true.
Oh,
100%.
There are many of
Oh,
him.
he's back.
What a,
Yep,
what
yep,
a
yep,
yep.
POS, am I right?
He's back.
Yeah, point of sale.
Real cash register over here.
That's
This
right.
guy.
What are we talking about, everybody?
You.
You.
Great.
Yeah.
Nothing but terrible
Nothing
things.
but mean
Well,
things
yeah,
about
there's
you.
only
You'll
mean
find out when you
things.
when you
There's
listen
There's
back.
only mean things to say about me, so I get
you'll
it.
find out.
Yeah.
Another thing Russ is prepared.
Oh,
Because
that's true.
we have patrons, you see. You can become one at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. And as part of that, you get a bunch of stuff, including like special extra episodes of like a million extra episodes, I
Yeah.
think approximately.
Yeah,
of a
just
whole
about.
other show and all kinds of fun stuff. But another thing you get is an episode dedicated to you. Here he comes, the star of the show, Russ Moore, with today's patron.
Zombie Army.
Oh, Zombie Army.
Thank you,
Oh,
Zombie
wow,
Army.
That's probably our most terrifying patron. Thank you,
Right?
Zombie Army. Please
First name or
stay,
last name?
please stay
Yes.
with us happily.
It is singular name, not even a hyphen.
Okay, so like a
Zombie
Madonna
Army.
or Cher
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, if there's
Like
going
I
to
was
be a
thinking
zombie army,
Zombie
Zombie
Bernard
Army.
Zombernard Army.
Army, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
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 We got there.
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Thanks, Zombie Army. Stay on our side. I love
Please.
it.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you. I don't know what else we've talked about. So if we feel like that's like great,
I think we've done it. You know what, Russ? Don't worry. We did a great job while you weren't here.
No, you always do a great job. That's why I left you with confidence to go deal with the screaming dog in the background. That was fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you all for that brief period of time. Let's get them back to the episode now.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Love you all. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
The door bursts open, and your father enters. Is it broken?
It's not broken. It's not working, but it's not broken. Come look. Look for yourself. I've tried everything.
Come and grabs a hammer off of a...
I'm going to watch him just watch a montage of him doing the exact same things I did in the previous montage, because you know that, but that's fine.
He's tapping it.
He's got to do all the
looking
things,
at it.
opens
He's
the
trying to
flue,
throw fire.
Closes it again.
Or he gets
all
you to
the
run
things.
through everything and he stands right over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
Just sharing significant looks with Bizarre.
He looks at it and he's perplexed. And then you notice that there's like kind of some glint of recognition. Where'd you say you went?
Well, we were, I don't know. What are we telling people, Bizarre?
To find people in the woods.
Yeah, Aladdin and some kids were missing, and that's sort of why, to help. And we went somewhere weird, Dad. I don't know what it was. It was a weird place with scary things and monsters and a whole bunch of children who we rescued.
We
So
did
that's
do that.
good. Why do you ask?
Well, the forge hasn't really gone out in a long time. Your mother mentioned you found like a letter?
Yeah, I found a letter from Malin. So my great
Yeah.
grandma. And it's pretty woo woo about feeding
What do
it.
you mean it's woo-woo?
Well, here you can
Yeah,
read it, and also
Takes it. And,
you probably already knew this because you know this place inside and out. But Bizarre found an etching inside the forge.
yeah.
You know about that one?
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, when we rebuilt it, we used a lot of the
Like
material
the original stone, of course.
from great grand's forge, and yeah, I mean, it's never been. I've never had to relight it. My father's never had to relight it. His mother never had to relight it. This is not to say. This is not a guilt trip. Let me just preface it there. But this is to say that your great-great-great-grandmother, Malin, how many times can we say great?
Yeah.
He's looking at the letter. She made it, at least it's how it was told to me, is that she made an offering through some sort of ritual so grand that it was to keep the forge lit and have her soul guide the hands of Everbanes throughout eternity. For that to go out, are you sure you were just looking for kids in the woods?
Well, we were definitely just looking for kids in the woods. A lot of things happened. There was instruments, and they were attacking us. There was a man made out of a banjo. He had a banjo, and then we were floating in memories in space. This all sounds like the nonsense I was saying after that one weekend in high school when I was away for the night camping, and I came home. I know that. But this really happened.
Yeah.
The way you just explained it sounds very familiar, and it was exactly the situation we were just dealing with. Somebody was under or made a deal with this other planar being,
Right.
and it just kind
Went
of
really bad.
backfired on them, and so we wound up in that realm. I think the Fey Wild is maybe could have been the Shadowfell, as creepy as it was. But
Right.
But that's where we were. So I'm just, yeah.
Look,
You think
look.
my G-ma? No, that's not easier. I thought that might be easier than
Grandma.
we could just
my
we could just call her
Grandma.
Gran or Malin.
Let's
or-
just call her Malin. It's
Yeah.
easier. You think she made a deal with the same thing that the Banjo Man made a deal with? I mean, you're right. We're talking. This is a coincidence.
Everything that I've heard told, and it's piece by piece, kind of slowly coming back, is there was nothing nefarious in the ritual she did to keep it lit, and as it's outlined here, and as it was told, like she did it for good.
Yeah, I read it like she gave something to the fire, as opposed to making a deal with a outside scary entity. But I don't know how to
anything
give
about
a thing
outside-
to a fire.
Especially if the place can't be made to hold a fire.
Exactly.
As I've never had to or seen, I don't have a lot of like firsthand information.
Bonwyn rolls her eyes like you can when you're an adult at your parents'.
Look, I've got several old boxes of books that have been passed down that are just collecting dust. Like maybe there's something in there. Maybe there's
Okay.
more journal entries from Malin. Maybe there's something that can give us a clue back at the house.
Great. Thank you.
I don't know. This being an otherworldly kind of situation, or, something mystical, perhaps something from another plane could help out. I kind of had a realization dreaming the other night and woke up with a spell in mind, and with the adventure that we went through, the those portals and everything, summoning came to mind, and easier to be shown. And I begin drawing an outline chalk circle on the ground, a lot of squares, triangles,
He
concentric
does this stuff,
kind of
Dad.
lines.
It's amazing. It's like it'll blow your mind.
Okay.
And in the center of it, kind of the elemental symbol for the fire plane. And I summon up a few magma methods.
Whoa. What's happening?
Just seeing if perhaps this could wind up getting things started again. Kind of breaking the idea of what's being said, but maybe we can just, force it with a little
Right.
Yeah.
little devilish magic. So
Okay. You don't want to read the books. You just want to bring in fire monsters. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, y'all
this
can.
is faster. We can still
I'm
read
just
the
gonna
books.
try it.
That's
Yeah,
one
no,
way to
no.
do it.
Yeah, no, it's
So
interesting.
yeah, I just
Totally dad commenting on your magic.
Totally.
Like never done it
He
himself.
has no idea about it.
No,
What?
Yeah, it scares me.
Kyle, what are we looking at?
So we're looking at 4 of these little imp-like creatures.
Okay, this is what I pictured.
They're having, they look very slender. They're flying with very kind of flamey and magma's dripping off of their wings and off of their chin. Their tongue's just like lava dripping out of their mouth. Really sharp claws and nails, and they're just kind of floating there. Like, hey buddy, what's up? Rust, you can do whatever. Sorry.
No, yeah, you just summoned 4 mephits into the space. You don't have any control over them, right?
No, I do. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. They're friendly to me and my companions.
Got it. Yeah,
Right.
it's not. Oh, yeah, it's
Good
not like
start.
summon minor demon or whatever.
No,
where they just go buck
I'm
wild.
actually conjuring minor elementals, so they're actually elementals, not devils. My bad.
Got it.
Yeah,
How could you explain element? You're trying to dumb things down for me.
No,
Dad.
it's good.
They look like they're from hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
How fun. Okay, so maybe maybe Bonwyn is like, sure, let's roll with this. And we'd obviously cleaned out the forge of everything and I start kind of getting some kindling back in there and trying okay, can you try. Can you
Okay.
please light
Jib,
this on
jab,
fire.
jub, jib with a Y. Go on in there. And they go in there and they stand, in a circle around each other, and they just exhale their fire breath right into the center of it.
from the outside, you can see like this big burst of flame. You hear them kind of cackling to each other as they're trying to light this. You hear the crackle of wood, and then everything is quickly extinguished. And then like a plume of smoke pours out, and the mephits come.
What if I put this in there? I'm going to put this in there. And I take that little dagger that I had made, and
Okay.
my dad doesn't know what's going on. It's fine.
What are you doing with the what are you doing with the dagger?
Well, it said I needed to, give something. I need to lose something, and this is really valuable to me. So, I thought maybe this could be a small sacrifice to the flame in the forge.
And if that doesn't work, you're here.
Who's the creepy child in the corner?
Look, sir, we've just
That my
been
mom
politely
just
watching
pops
until
in
this
the window.
point. So.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, it's good to see all of you again. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
for it.
That is a recharge ability that I have to do. So I rolled 4d6 and I got 3 out of 4 6s. So 3 of them can do it quickly again. So
Is it Jib with
Okay.
a Y that can't do it this
yeah,
time?
it's just
Yeah, poor Jib with a Y. Okay, the three of them pile back in with the dagger, and same thing goes. You're watching from the outside. You see like the wood spark around the blade, and then same thing. Everything seems like it gets like sucked into a place, and then smoke shoots back out. The dagger remains, and then the three of them pile back, or I guess 4 of them, because they would have tried to all go in.
Yeah.
4 of them pile back out.
Thank you for trying. I take
yeah,
some
yeah.
tongs and grab it just in case it's hot, and I put it down.
Yeah. Y'all are dismissed. Y'all can head on back, and I break concentration on the spell. At the same time, like there is a loud ringing in my ears as blood just begins to pour out of them, and I'm saying, "Oh God, what did I do?"
Oh my, Bizarre! Oh my God!
Is your friend
thank
okay?
it.
What's...
Oh my God! Oh, okay. This is clean. Let me.
Huh?
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's
What?
okay. Everything's good. Oh, shh. Well, I'll just.
Okay, I'm gonna get a napkin.
Is he okay?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know anything anymore, to be honest.
Why don't we go take a look through some of those books?
Okay.
Maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can. Maybe your mom will be back and she can patch up your friend's head. Summons fire monsters, bleeds from his ears.
I actually
What a
really want
world.
Mom to meet his mom because I think they'll hit it off.
Who's his mom?
Her name's Clara, and
Oh.
she's taking over. Well,
Yeah,
not
no,
taking
Clara's been
over.
down for lemonade a couple times.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Even though she was kind of redoing the whole store.
Yeah, she's been very busy. I helped her with some of the shelving in there.
Firecracker. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Did they like each other?
Oh yeah, they
you.
hit it off. They're starting a canasta club.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course they are. Okay.
Looking for new members, and he's pointing to Cav
Has Cav been there this whole time?
this whole time.
Just quietly sitting in the corner with Alvin, yeah.
Oh, I'm there.
I did not know.
I did
was
say
like,
you
guys
were
aren't
all
right?
there at the beginning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Because that's
Oh.
where we left. Is like, well, we're going to try and fix the forge. So we all went there.
Whoops.
That's okay.
This cabin is 2 guards.
Yeah, my 2 guards.
Yeah.
Have I not paid my peace bond or anything yet?
No,
No,
not
they're
yet.
there.
Yeah. The guards are waiting outside, but there's one at the front, one at the back.
Good thing they don't know about the tunnels.
I think everyone knows about the
Yeah,
tunnels now, don't they?
it's pretty wide knowledge now.
Maybe they don't know we have one. I don't think we want to go in there, though.
We cut down to your parents' place, and your dad leads you into his workshop. And you see that he's been building lots of chairs and what looks like bed frames, a lot of different pieces, presumably for the school. Says, yeah, but just mind yourself. Don't step on anything sharp there. He grabs a couple things and puts them up on the table.
This kind of production level is so much makes so much more sense for stuff for the kids than just like pumping out canoes like you were. So I'm glad.
I've really perfected the canoe. They started.
Yeah.
The business is booming. Actually, lots of
bet.
people trying it.
They're gorgeous,
Thank
but
you.
this is
Thank
like
you.
you're really making like a real material difference for those kids. So thank you.
Oh, of course. Here, give me a hand back here. And he goes to the back, and there's this huge stack of boxes. He says, "It's got to be one of these." He's trying to reach up to the top there. Hey, Cav, was it right? You're gonna come help me with the ones up top here?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Right. You start handing them down and passing them out, and he's opening up boxes as they're coming down. And says, maybe this one. Shuffles one to you, Bonwyn. There's old journals in here. I don't know how far back they go.
Oh God, not mine. I hope.
Well, maybe this one's got the unicorn on it.
Well, that might. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody read that.
Okay.
None of you.
We'll just put that back in the box. Whoever finds it, finds it, and he passes it over to Bizarre. Everybody's kind of looking through and trying to find anything of any value. Everybody want to roll either an investigation. Probably just investigation.
Nat 1. I'm too embarrassed about the thought that someone might read that journal that I wrote when I was
You are
11
just
years old.
snatching things from people's hands at this point.
No, not that one.
Yeah, I'm just going around looking like, no, not that one. No.
No magic
this
shit in that one.
Nope, nothing. There's nothing important in that one. Don't worry about it.
18.
13.
22.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, Aladdin.
Do I have to roll
Child?
disadvantage? Wait, can I see out of my other eye?
Yeah, you can see out of the other eye. Your eye still
I
is
feel like I
glowing.
probably makeshifted an eye patch or something so as to not concern people around me.
No.
I'm tired of getting asked questions about my shiny eye.
Which has actually been like counterproductive because now they're asking, what did you do to
So
your
many
eye?
questions.
Should I
Yeah.
just be like, I poked it, mind your business.
Aladdin, you're tossed a small box and you're filtering through. There's only a few books in there.
Good if it got tossed at me.
Yeah, it's surprisingly.
A huge, heavy box of books gets thrown at the child.
That's right.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
You pick out a book, and something about this book reads like fairy tale, but another part, there's a familiarity to it based on books you've seen at Bizarre's. The title of this book is Flames Beyond Fire.
Sounds like a romance novel.
Ooh, it does.
Is there a shirtless man on the front?
Some sort of firefighter, I'm sure.
This is fairy tales.
Oh my God. Tom, write that down. It's so
For
good.
grown-ups.
Instant bestseller.
Yeah, that would be. I want to flip through it.
Okay.
I go, this looks important.
Yeah, you flip through it and you start to see things. I mean, you don't know what exactly they're telling you, but there's a way in which this book is written that leads you to believe there are magical components to this book. Like, it's very familiar from tomes that you've read of Bizarre's and spell books and that sort of thing that he has at his shop. And just the way it's laid out, like, this is jumping out to you. There's little notes in some of the ledgers.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
I waved the book. I think I got a good one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Check it out. I'll open it up, flip through it. What's it called again, real quick?
Flames Beyond Fire.
A quarrel between lovers. No, that's right.
The fire is in my pants.
Ah,
Something about burning loins.
okay. Who's the author?
There is no author of this book.
Anonymous. Okay. Keep your secrets.
These are the best, most dangerous books.
Yeah.
Make an Arcana roll as you take a look through this book.
Will do. Ooh, that's only a 10.
Does anybody else have Reading Rainbow in their head?
Yes.
So much.
You, as you begin flipping through this book, have a very, very faint, very vague memory of like just a little side class that was put on at Barnhart Swans. Speaking of which, you can get the shirts now on our store.
Save it for the
front.
middle. God damn it. We're not going to have anything to talk about now.
Oh, we're going to be fine. It'll be all good. You have a very faint memory of this very rare form of magical influence. It was referred to you as anima-bound fire. The concept is flames tied to identity and memory. Without further investigation, that's kind of where you're left based on what you're seeing as you're flipping through.
Anima Bounds is the main character. I am just writing a romance novel in my head.
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, this is. I'd have to
I'm
spend
right, though.
more
It's
time.
important, right?
Huh?
It's important, right?
Yeah, it's a good find for sure.
Yes.
It talks in here about an anima-bound fire, where specific fires and flames can be tied to like identities or memories. Shit.
Swear jar, and I hold out my bucket. She holds up 3 fingers. 3 silver pieces.
I'll get you later. I mean, that kind of confirms like the loss of the memory. Do you remember seeing what the memory that was lost, what was inside there, what was going on? I can't recall right offhand. The one that broke.
Bonwyn lost?
The one that Bonwyn lost, yeah.
It was just Everbanes. And there didn't seem to be anything super special about it. It was empty, except for, the things that are around. He was smashing stuff like picture frames and things like that.
I was just wondering if it's like a specific memory or the idea of Everbane specifically. Like, I don't know. Maybe we got to go fix it. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. And that's another one.
Dumbgeons and Dragons, Season 2, Episode 29, starring Amy Moore as Aladdin, Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, Tom Laird as Kevlarin Goldweave, Kyle Classett as Bizarre the Wizard, and Russ Moore as your Dungeon Master. Dialogue editing and sound design of today's episode is by Russ Moore. Our community manager is Jessica Babiak. Music is from Epidemic Sound, and sound effects are from Epidemic Sound and Boom Library. Our amazing cover art is by Matt Garbutt. And we'd like to say a huge thank you to our supporting producers, Gabriel Lynch, Jessica Babiak, Kat Waterflame, Ankaran Kierzan, Perry Mady, Jacob Madden, Old School Gamer D, Craig Zeiss, L.A. Branton, and Chibs1012. Have you been enjoying your time with Dungeons and Dragons? Well, thank you so much for being here. If you're looking for more of what you love, come over to patreon.com/dumbdragoncast, where you're going to get a 7-day free trial. And when you're a patron for at least 3 months, we're going to send you some merch based on the tier you're at. Come on over. We hope to see you over there. Patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, that's right. You tell him, Loki.
Paisley don't.
Everybody
boy.
calm your shit. I just hit record and said we're going to play.
Yeah, those are the words.
They heard you saying, I'm going to hit record, and they were like, now.
Now, bark, scream, pull the cords off the table.
How do we make that fuzz sound happen?
Right?
We know they've been doing it.
There's like a tiny and quite ill-made little oh my god, words. Small knife. The word
Dagger?
is, thank you.
What I'm here for.
I appreciate
It's
it.
what the Banjo Man took from you.
That's right.
The word
Yeah.
for dagger.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dungeons and Dragons is a Dumb Dragons production.